Can you make a living flipping real estate? We've got 3 things we're gonna talk about, so let's go. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jose. I'm a real estate investor and entrepreneur, and today we're gonna be talking about if we can make a living doing real estate, specifically with flipping. So I summarize it in 3 things, just to make it simple. You gotta protect yourself, you gotta pace yourself, and you gotta pay yourself. So let's talk about these 3 things. So protect yourself. At the beginning, you may have to do this under your name because you don't really know what's going on and you're trying to learn how to do the whole thing, just the whole process. So yes, at the beginning, you may do this on your own. So you will buy a property under your name and you go to the bank, do everything under your name. What happens with this? You are exposing yourself, right? Not a big deal because sometimes you think about what exactly are you exposing, right? You only have one property, but it really depends on you and your well-being in this case, in your head. But if you're the kind of person who just wants to start with the whole legal structure, you can. It's not necessary, but you can. And this will be that you will create an LLC. If you're by yourself, an LLC could be either a single member LLC, or if you have partners, you can create a partnership LLC. It really depends. What this will do is you will separate yourself, right, from the business. You will separate yourself and your personal expenses and your personal income. And then you will have this business, this LLC, that's gonna contain everything that you're gonna be working on. This will protect yourself for many different things that may happen, right? And this is not a bulletproof thing, right? Actually, in fact, they call it a corporate veil. So make sure that you talk to your lawyer to see what are the limitations in which this corporate veil can be pierced. So there are some things, but just make sure that you understand. I'm not gonna tell you because I'm not gonna pretend I'm a lawyer and tell you anything. I know some of the things, but just talk to your lawyer. You gotta protect yourself, separate yourself from your business, and then you will have the liability on that business, not yourself. So if you have partners, yeah, like I said, you will create a partnership, but in this case, this partnership, you will depend on the formation documents, right? And then in that formation documents, you will dictate who's going to manage the LLC and how the profit will be split and a lot of different things. I'm not trying to teach you how to form an LLC in this video, so let's keep moving on to the second one. The second one is pace yourself. What do I mean? Don't set really unrealistic expectations of yourself when you're starting this business. Yes, you will see everybody that will tell you it is profitable, you can make a lot of money, it's really a great thing. And honestly, it is. I can tell you from my personal experience, it is. It really changes your life. However, don't really start setting your expectations that you're gonna be a millionaire overnight. That's not gonna happen here. This is work. This is not just something that set it and forget it type of thing. This is not the stock market. This is not an NFT that you can buy and then the next day, if you got lucky, it's worth over 100,000% more. That's not gonna happen here, right? Although the market's kind of crazy, but not that crazy. What will happen is that you will have to understand what to do at the beginning, right? There's different steps. Sometimes you'll have the right people in your team. Now you have to learn how to hire. You have the right processes. Maybe you have a mentor that's been there before you that can actually, help you with different steps. Either it's marketing or, acquiring the property or, learning how to dispose the property. This will be your process, right? Or sometimes it's just in your head. You have to have the right mindset. Sometimes you don't have the mindset to become a business leader, to become a business owner. Sometimes you have to learn about how to manage your own money before you know how to manage the business money. So different things. So pace yourself. So you have a couple of options too when I'm talking about pacing yourself, right? Because you can either, you get the property that is distressed, you flip it, you make it new, you make it look really good based on the comparables, but you still have to decide whether you want to sell it right now or you want to keep it, right? So if you sell it right now, you will incur capital gain taxes, and if you are not going to sell it, you're going to rent it, then you may want to refinance it, right, at the new value of the house. So these two are 2 different ways. So you have to make sure that you talk to your tax accountant because each one of these have different strategies and different tax consequences that may happen to you. There are things that probably you have not been exposed to before, so pace yourself in this thing. Let's talk about the third one. So how do you get paid, right? Because at the end of the day, you do all of this because you want to make money. It's the number 1 rule of a business. You have to make money. So how do you get paid? This highly depends on your corporate structure. right? It could be as simple as to transfer from your business account to your regular account. That's called owner distribution. If you have your single member LLC, but now because you're only one person and now you're classifying that as an S corporation, then that means you're gonna give yourself a salary. So then you have to go through, payroll and all these other little things, but your company will pay you a salary. So it's a little bit different. So you have to make sure what's more convenient to you. I am not a tax expert, but what I've been always told is if you're gonna be making more than $40,000 a year, then it's better for your business to classify as an S Corp because there's more tax advantages. So you have to make sure that you know what's going on. Now, if you're in a partnership, this is a little different because you will depend on the formation documents and then you will get distribution, partnership distribution to a K1. So you will get money paid to you based on that. And that's for taxes. And then based on whatever you decide in the formation document, 50-50, if you're 3 people, 50, 20, 30, whatever, it's up to you and your partners on how you decide and then how do you get paid based on that. And honestly, yeah, you may need to rearrange how you do your own expenses and your own personal finances. Why? Because if you're coming from a regular W-2 job, you get used to having that bi-weekly or weekly payment, right? But when you're running a business, it's not the same. It's not the same because you get paid when you do a sale, when you do something successful. And for flipping, sometimes you may finish a closing in 1 month and don't have any other closing until 2 or 3 months later on because, at the beginning, you're not gonna be flipping 100 or even 50 houses a year. You may have some peaks and valleys in your income, right? Sometimes you will get 40,000 in 1 month and the next month you only get 5. So don't start living your life based on your peaks because you will end up having that creep lifestyle that you are gonna just have to, really use your credit cards or whatever just to float yourself onto the next disposition of your property. So don't do that. So make sure that you actually manage your expenses and understand what is it that you're spending money on. And, maybe there are some things that you can switch around because you know that your income at the beginning is gonna be peaks and valleys, right? After a while, your business have grown and everything, and you can have more steady income because you will have the money there. And usually as an entrepreneur, that's just the way it is. That's the hustle of it. But if you just live your lifestyle just below the valley, then you will always have money. So it really depends on you. To end the video, I want to leave you with something that is really, really important, at least to me. It's about, like I said, protecting yourself, pacing yourself, and understanding how you pay yourself, right? But what gets you there, it's really your standards. It's really breaking down the things that are gonna make you successful. And how do you do this? It's as easy as grabbing a goal and just breaking it down into what is the next action that's gonna take me to get closer to that goal. And you just break it down. And at the end, you end up with a list of tasks. This task is what we call KPIs, your key performance indicators. So really have standards, really have strong will that you're gonna get this task done because we as humans sometimes tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in a short period of time, but we completely underestimate what we can accomplish in a long period of time. And how do you see exponential growth with this? It's by having standards. It's by not letting things get in the way. It's by doing the things that you say you're going to do in the time that you're gonna do it. I hope that you really found a lot of value in this video. Like I said, this is just really dedicated to the people who are willing to start or just have that itch to start, to know that just like any business, this has its difficulties. It has a lot of potential, of course, but I feel like nobody really talks about this. It may be a little negative, but I just want you to be clear and understand what you're gonna face, because some people just start thinking about all the positive and then you completely forget to be prepared about what could happen. So I hope that this video, you find a lot of value in it. And again, my name is Jose. Thank you for watching, and I'm done speaking. See ya. If you're looking for more information about how to get an accountant, how to get a tax attorney, or just help with that area, just let me know in the comments down below, because I have some people that can really help you. So thank you.